in siya. Ayan yung brand. And, yan, copy scan, Wi-Fi, ganyan siya. So, Bluetooth pwede. Wireless. Is that wireless? Tapos, bumili din siya ng, yan, bond paper. Say, yes. Unboxing.
Unboxing.
Good.
We bought ourselves the EPSON ECOTANK L3250. It is Bluetooth connectivity, so you do not need cords so that way we can set it up and we can be anywhere in the house and send printing to it. We have bought this for two reasons. One, I'm getting back into my woodworking and I need it to be able to print my patterns. And two, Null is working on selling Yuka's clothes and other stuff on Shopee. Two, Null is going to be working. She's working on doing selling on shopping. Clothes and all kinds of other stuff. Working on it. So we're going to need to print receipts.
What is that?
This is the ink. It is a 4-color, or what says printing. The abbreviations are CMYK. C stands for cyan. M stands for magenta. Most people call it red. Yellow. Y stands for yellow, and K is for black.
BK.
K.
BK. It says BK here.
Well, CMYK is the abbreviation. CMYK.
Okay.
So this is BK. That's black. This is yellow. This is cyan. It's kind of like a light blue, but the technical name is cyan. And then finally, you have M for magenta. And if you haven't learned by now, I've been in the printing business for 40 years, so that's why I know this. It's how I made a living. Now, I'm going to get my assistant. The bag will be strong enough to lift, but it won't hold for long, so I'm going to lift up the printer and I'm going to have her remove the box very quickly. Ready?
Ready.
It's not broken.
So it has a cable like this, USB. Okay, and that's it.
Yours.
Before it was heavy, huh? It has, this is power, this is Wi-Fi.
This printer also acts as a copier scanner. So we
scan. Oh, it can scan, huh?
Yes. See, that part's the scanner. It'll do. They do this intentionally so it doesn't shake, rattle, and roll when they are shipping it or you're taking it home.
So this is the paper holder.
Yeah, that's what holds the paper in place. Okay. Make sure that. Thanks.
What is that? It's BKYMC.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll sell the drivers, but we're not going to need it because we'll download them from the EPSON website. Otherwise, I got to go upstairs.
What if other people they need it, right?
What?
Let's say other person will gonna buy this one. They need to install it.
If you don't have connection to an internet, you can install using this.
Okay.
But if you don't have a CD-ROM, then you got to go buy a CD player for your laptop.
Okay.
Okay. Most computers nowadays don't even have CDs. To be honest with you, I don't know why EPSON included this.
Because they don't have internet.
You open this up.
Which one? Okay.
See, are you recording?
Yeah.
No, I do. First thing we do is pull this open, and then you have each of these are a color, and you can see black, yellow, magenta, cyan. So you pop open the first one, and then you turn the bottle upside down and shove it into there, and it starts filling. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, ready?
Game.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna get ready to start filling these tanks. This is our ink. And the first thing you do is to take off the cap, and you can see that. Now that they warn you not to turn this over and to wrap it on the desk, or once you connect it, do not squeeze the bottle. Let the bottle work by itself. So we have it open. We pop this open.
Mm-hmm.
You have your 4 different colors.
Mm-hmm.
You have black, yellow, magenta, cyan. So we start with the first one, and you can see there's a little nozzle, and there's like 2 little lines there. And if you look on the bottle, see you have the 2 little areas there. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put the bottle on there, and then here you'll watch it fill up until it gets to line number 4, indicating that it's full. And the instructions say it should take about 50 seconds. So, okay, so we pop that open, and it only goes one way, which makes things good. Okay, so now we watch it down here.
Yeah, it's really
I can hear it. Tell me when it hits that 4 line, and I'll pull it off.
It's getting near.
Yeah, I see it. I can see it.
And stop. Stop.
Okay. Still have a little bit.
Maybe it's fit there. There's a space.
I think we're gonna.
They say just up until 4 line.
Until the 4th line, yeah.
Okay.
So I think we're going to.
It will not gonna dry. It still have, right?
Well, it said the instructions that if there's any ink left after you run the practice prints, to go ahead and put it in to cap it off. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the instructions. Okay, so, but, got the cap there. And it twists back on, so hopefully it's not going to dry. Okay, and then you close and push, and that locks it down. Okay, and we're going to do this for the rest of them, and this is going to be very important.
Right.
Do not mix, like here, this is magenta. Do not accidentally put the magenta in the yellow, because basically you'll totally mess up your prints. It's probably going to take forever to get the ink cleaned out, or at worst, it will actually ruin the print because you'll contaminated the ink wells. So the next one is yellow, and we do the same thing. That went pretty smoothly. So. Pop open. Just saying.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's fitting now. You can actually see here. Look.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay. How much is ink left?
Here.
Yeah, there's still a bit of ink.
Still a lot.
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of ink left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's already like the instruction. It should be just 4.
Yep.
In the 4th line.
So the 4th line. Yep. Okay.
Next.
Next is going to be
Ready.
the great thing about this printer. Here in the Philippines, these refill bottles are 300 pesos each, or about $6. So one complete fill is 1,200 pesos, or about $24 US. The average print cartridge is refill is about $50 US, and this machine will print like 10 times the amount of paper as the average print cartridges on other printers in America. That's why this printer, EPSON knew what they were doing when they designed this. Okay, so we'll go this way. And believe it or not, one of the things that convinced me that yes, I'm interested in learning more about this printer is this printer has been endorsed by Shaquille O'Neal, NBA legend. And the reason is because Shaquille O'Neal does not.
Okay, stop.
He has to believe in a product before he will endorse it.
Okay.
So if he endorses this, he believes in it. And with the integrity that Shaquille O'Neal has, and I've learned about him through the years, that was enough for me to have some serious interest in this printer. So.
I'm gonna open it.
The only thing I don't like so far is these things don't, they fit, well, that one fits more snugly, but okay, they are fitting a little more snugly than before we filled them. So, okay, and finally the cyan or the blue. I like the design also that you don't have to rush to put the bottle on, so the ink doesn't flow out, which makes sense.
Stop.
Okay.
Walang tap on. Here.
Okay.
We're all good.
Yep.
Close it.
Go ahead and close it.
There you go.
Okay.
Next.
We have it plugged in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the power. The power should start blinking. And then this light here should come on, which basically says that there is ink in the ink wells. And then we hold this button down, which is the ink charging button. And once it starts blinking, we let the printer charge the print heads, and it'll take a little over 10 minutes. Okay, so power.
There's a paper.
We don't need paper right now.
It's internet.
Yeah, that's supposed to be blinking, and we wait until these two lights come on, because that's what it shows here. See? Well, not two lights, one light.
There's a light now.
Okay. Yep, that's what we want. So now we.
So what does it mean?
So that means that there is ink in the
The
container.
printer is reading the print now.
The printer
ink.
is reading that the ink tanks are full.
Okay.
So now I'll hold this down for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
Okay. Now that's going to start flashing, and it's going to start making all kinds of noises for about 10 minutes. What's happening is it's slowly putting ink. If you look, you'll see some of the ink is already drained some.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nabawasan na nga.
So it's prep. So basically, it's prepping the print heads, and it said it was going to take about 10 minutes, 10 to 11 minutes. In the meantime, I'll get the back ready for paper.
Okay.
You going to record the whole 10 minutes?
Done. Okay.
Okay. While it's setting up, I want to just talk a little bit about printer paper. I seriously recommend, now I couldn't find 24, the best I could do is 22 pound. 22 pound paper with a minimum of 90 brightness. If you go to if you're in America, go to Staples, go to Office Depot, any of those stores, tell them that you're going to want a minimum 24 pound paper with a 90 brightness. And here's the reason why. On printers like this, if you use cheap paper that's like a 16 weight, a 16 pound, or a 18 pound, that paper is very rough. And it actually acts like, I mean, here I'll have Noel kind of feel this paper. How smooth does that feel?
It's smooth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's smooth.
The cheaper the paper you buy, the more wood fiber is clunks within the paper. If you buy a really cheap thin paper, you can feel that it's very rough. That paper acts like sandpaper on those rollers. It's why whenever you buy a new printer, and it may work good for the first 3 or 4 months, but then it seems like it's having problems grabbing the paper, pulling it through the printer. That is why. To keep your printers lasting longer, you need to spend just a couple extra dollars more, or a few pesos more, to buy a higher quality paper.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing we do.
It stopped now. See the blinking?
Yep.
Stop.
Okay. We're going to load some paper.
Should be where it goes.
Okay, the next thing we need to do is flip this back up. These two little knobs pull out most of the way.
Oh, it can easily. Oh, okay. You can easily just pull.
So that way you
in.
can adjust you can put different papers in. Then you put in and you put it in the paper, and then these knobs should push up on either side. Okay, so now the paper's in there to be used.
Turn off?
Turn off
Why?
because it'll reset the mechanism inside the printer. Okay, okay. So now it's
off now.
So now it's off. We want to open this little door here. Oh no, sorry. This here. This is where the paper is caught. When the paper prints, it comes down and it'll stop here. And that we're instructed that we hold down the print button and then we press the same button we did to fill the ink. And what that'll do is it'll set to check the print nozzles to make sure that they're not clogged. Okay, so we press and hold.
You're just pressing it?
Then you let go.
Oh, let go. Like 5 seconds, huh?
Yep. Have a sheet of paper in here. We're going to check the nozzles, make sure they're clear. And the way you're supposed to do it is you hold down this button, and then you hold down the power button until the power button becomes solid, and then it'll go into the diagnostic mode and do the nozzle check. So you ready?
Ready.
Okay, hold that down first.
Which one first?
This one, the stop button.
Okay.
Okay, hold down this button, and then hold down the power button.
Okay.
Okay? And you wait, because I made a mistake and I saw that light and I thought it was solid, but it wasn't. See how it's blinking? It's going to take a minute. You just got to be patient. It does take a little bit.
So you're still pressing this?
Yes, I'm still pressing on both.
Okay.
Okay, now you can let them go because it's going into the, now it's doing the nozzle check.
So you need to wait up until the paper.
It pulls the paper in, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, get the reading glass.
Still have?
Okay. Okay, so you can see here, all these lines are the nozzle check for the black. And then all these lines are the nozzle check for the colors, yellow, magenta, and cyan. If any of those little dash lines are missing, then that means that a nozzle can be clogged, and you need to go through the cleaning, but everything is fine because it's brand new. So if you need to clean the nozzles and you go ahead and buy this printer, it tells you how to do it here in the instructions. Okay? Then it gives you a little bit of information. It gives you the serial number of the printer, gives you the firmware edition of the printer, tells you how many borderless color pages, how many borderless black and white pages you printed, and then how many pages with borders, 3. And
because you printed already.
Because we have done a couple prints already. And then 1 black and white page. So, and then how many blank pages, which is 0, so a total of 4 pages have gone through, and
there's a date.
And then that's the date for the first time that this thing was activated. So if you try to sell it to somebody, you can't fool them. You can't say it's
there's a record, huh?
You can't tell them. Yeah, you can't say it's only 3 weeks old when you're trying to sell it in July, and it'll come up with the up with the date, saying the first time that it actually was activated.
Okay.
Okay.